If you're tired of not being able to find a trading strategy that works, I'm going to show you the exact strategy that I used to take over $45,000 in payouts last month. It's ridiculously simple and we use it every single day. So let's get into it. So I'm going to show you guys every single step that you need to use our strategy, and then I'm going to back test it some to show you guys that it can be used every single day. So basically, as soon as I get up in the morning, the first thing that I'm going to do is get on the charts and mark the previous session highs and lows in any untapped liquidity pool. So as you see right here, we are basically at market open on the 24th. And let's start marking out some of our levels. What do we see? We have the London high right here. And we have the London low right here. Now let's see if we have the Asia low that's been untapped. Okay, so no. So on this specific day, I'm not going to mark out the Asia high and the Asia low. And why am I not going to do that? Because they are already ran through. When you're marking out session highs and lows and liquidity levels, they have to not be tapped. They have to be untapped, unmitigated. So as you see right here, we would have had the Asia low right here, but it got ran through, put in this London low, and then we would have had the Asia high up here, but it got ran through during the Asia session, and we put in the Asia high. But I'm also going to not just want to mark out those levels. Those are going to be our key levels and the most important levels. But if I'm looking for also strong draws and liquidity, I want to be marking out the higher time frame lows and highs as well. So if we come to the hourly time frame, you see that we have this external low right here. We have this high right here. And once we mark out those levels, I then want to start looking at imbalances in the market, fair value gaps. I want to be marking out my higher time frame fair value gaps and trying to get my daily bias. One thing I do have to say about daily bias is that you have to be really careful to not marry it. One thing I always tell people is that you need to be reactive, not proactive when in the market. Take what the market gives you. If you have an A+ setup and it doesn't confluence with your bias, I'm still going to take it. You don't need to marry your bias. Just use it as a confluence. And that is something that a lot of people, I think, get wrong. And the reason why they'll try 18 longs in a row before they finally switch their bias back short. So on the 4-hour time frame, we actually do have a bearish fair value gap that is getting inversed or got inversed slightly in the overnight session. But what you see is once we inverse this gap, the 4-hour failed to deliver. We came back down, rejected back up out of this tiny 4-hour right here. Give me a second. Right here. Swept this high that we put in, and now we're rejecting back down. So I would probably still be bearish coming into today, but again, we're not going to marry our bias. And now we come down to the 5-minute time frame, and we don't have really anything. We're just kind of chopping right now. We're in a range. So this is perfect because while we're chopping in the London session, this could be accumulation. We manipulate to one of the highs or lows, and then we can take an inverse targeting the distribution of that leg. So to break it down simple, what have we done so far? We marked out our session highs and lows. We marked out our hourly key levels, just hourly highs and lows of the range. And we've got our bias using those levels and our fair value gaps. So now we get into the actual strategy. Let's come down to the 1-minute time frame and see what happens on market open. Okay, wait. Look what we got. Look what we got as soon as we got market open. We got some crazy drakeage. But one thing you always need to look for when price continues past a level is you need to look left. Always look left. What's happening? What do we have further to the left side? What other liquidity could the market want to be coming to? Look at what we have here. We have these internal relative equal swing lows right here. So if the market were to come down, sweep these as well, I'd be fine taking a long were we to get the setup. So we're going to let price play out a little more. Okay, look what we do. We actually do sweep it, and we put in an extremely clean 1-minute gap. So that's the first step of our strategy, a liquidity level swept. We have the London low swept along with internal sell side swing lows. So we have taken out the sell side liquidity. We have put in a fair value gap on the way down. That is another key important aspect of this strategy, is that there needs to be an imbalance created on the way to the sweep. So there needs to be a fair value gap. So we have one, and that can be only 1, 2, or 3-minute time frame is what I take the entries on. So we have a 2-minute gap here, and we have a 1-minute gap here. We swept this low, this low. Now let's check. Let's check. Okay. We reswept it. We're kind of sitting around. We're failing to push lower. We're getting a lot of buying pressure. You see these wicks. Oh my gosh. Boom. Boner candle. Absolute boner candle to the moon. We actually get a perfect inversion of the first presented 2-minute gap. Now, for our strategy, I would enter long right here. This one would have to be a pretty big stop because you want to at least have your stop at the bottom of the imbalance, and then we could target the external highs above us. So even with a big stop, if you have clear draws and a clear target for your profit target, you can still have a decently good RR. This would still be a 1 to 1.8 RR. And a lot of trades I take are only 1 to 1. You don't need these ridiculously high RR 1 to 30 plays to be a profitable trader. I think that's something that, you know, you see on TikTok a lot. Kids think it's cool. People think it's cool. But I'm not trying to take cool trades. I'm trying to take trades that are going to make me money and put money in my bank account. So let's just go over again. What do we have? We marked out our session highs and session lows. We had the accumulation. We had the manipulation down to the London low and took out this internal sell side relative equals lows. We put in 2 clean gaps on the way down, and we are now inversing them. And we have a clear draw higher. That is another thing that you need to make sure you have when taking these trades is a clear draw on liquidity. If you get the setup, but there's nowhere for the market to go, there's no clear narrative that's being made on what you want the draw to be, then don't take the setup. It's not good. That is such a big aspect of the reversal plays that people seem to not really fully understand and wonder why they don't work when they take them. So let's go. Let's see if this trade would have played out. Yep. Okay. Wow. We absolutely turbo bonered right here. That was 3 candles. What did we get on that? We got almost 100 points in 3 candles. And I would have full TP'd right there. Now, I don't know how far this runs. Let's see how far this runs. But you all know, you always want to make sure that you go BE and take TPs depending on market structure, where you should be. That's pretty simple on a high level. It's liquidity sweep, or here, now we'll write it out. Liquidity sweep. We have that of session or high time frame level. What do we get? We had the liquidity sweep of the London low. We have a fair value gap created on the sweep, which was that the 2 minute here, the 2 and 1 minute here that we put in. An IFVG created after the sweep with a V-shape recovery. So what do we get? We had the IFVG. We inverse these gaps. We have a V-shape recovery. And for the last step, we have more clear draws higher. We had the clear draws higher. We had the external London high above us. And we had this little internal swing high. But something that you do want to be careful of is, say we got this sweep and this candle would have inversed at like 850, then your R is going to be terrible. Even if that you got the setup, you got the V-shape, you got the inversion, you know, we get here, you get this 2 minute candle here, your stop has to be down at the bottom of the imbalance because the trade is not invalidated until that entire move. If the 1 minute gap was put in like it did on the 2 minute right here, you would need your stop at the bottom of this. So if you get this 2 minute candle here and you're targeting these external highs, that's a 0.5 RR trade. We're not going to take that. Almost never am I going to take a trade that's below 1 to 1 RR. But now you guys understand strategy. Let's back test a random day and show you guys that it can be used on any given day. Now, it's not always going to arrive every single day, but you can use it on every given day. I see that when I click random bar, it doesn't just take me straight to market open. All right, we're going to select a date. We're going to go, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to go back. I'm going to click a random date. What is this? What do we have? Okay, we have a Saturday in July 2025. Not going to play. We'll go Thursday, July 2024. Let's go the 5 minute time frame. What am I going to do? I'm going to start marking out my session highs and my session lows. We have the London high right here. And we have London low here. And then we have this Asia high right here. Let's go to the higher time frame, see what fair value gaps we're delivering out of. We are delivering out of this hourly gap. And we have relative equal highs on the higher time frame above us. This looks extremely bullish. This looks extremely bullish. A problem with today is it seems the sweep might have come in pre-market. We swept the London low, or we swept this little low right here. rejected off of it aggressively, got the V shape. So hopefully we don't miss the move, and the New York session actually gives us something to work with. Let's go down to the 2 minutes, and I'm gonna let market play out. Okay, didn't sweep anything yet. Haven't swept anything yet. Holy range. Okay, wait a second. I'll see what happened. See what's happening. We swept our London low. We already have a bullish bias on coming into the day. We're sweeping our London low. We put in an extremely clean 2 minute gap. I don't want to go to the hourly, because if I go to the hourly, it's going to finish this hourly 9 to 10 candle. I'm going to know what happened. But we are also still inside of this higher time frame fair value gap over here. It would not have been inversed at this point, and we still have clear draws higher. And we put in some relative equals on the 2 minute, rough relative equals. I would 100% be good with taking a long reversal off this London low sweep if we get the inverse. Let's see if we get it. Okay, boom, displacement. Displacement. The only thing that I don't like about this play is that we built up some low resistance liquidity right here. And oftentimes the market is just going to want to sweep some internal low into a higher time frame fair value gap and take out these lows. But I do like that we're sweeping this London low, and we're, in my mind, creating the narrative, okay, we're going to want to go take that London high. We're going to go take the next external draw. So I would be 100% okay with entering a long position here. I want to place my stop at a little below this low right here. And then I want to target this full move. We have a little 1 to 1.35. So let's go long as if we would have got it. I would have gone BE at this point, by the way. So we're going to go BE at this point. Why am I going BE at this point? 3 minute time frame. We're taking out this internal swing high right here inside of a fair value gap. You always want to be going BE based off market structure at places where the market could reject while you are in your trade. I more than likely would have probably TP1 there as well. Let's wait. Oh man, we would have got BE'd. So more realistically, I probably would have taken partials when I went BE, and then I would have trailed my stop to the swing low. So we wouldn't hit full TP, still would have been a green trade. So hopefully you guys understand the strategy and got to see some of it in action. And hopefully this video helped you out. We also do have a Discord where we teach our strategy in depth. We teach you everything you need to become a profitable trader, and we live trade every single day. It's free to join, and we're doing a free trial for 7 days. No commitment. You don't pay $1 if you don't like it. So if you want to join that, just click the link in the description. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.